It's not uncommon on certification tests to see a firewall set of rules and then you have to interpret it in order to answer some question. So let's just see what one of these things looks like. And they can all look different depending on the device that they're on. The first thing we're going to do on number 1 here is to allow any source from anybody, as long as it's an IP protocol, to come in at this destination 192.168.125. Allow it to go through as long as it has the port number, the destination port number of 80. So we can see what's going on here. It is almost certain in my mind that this is a web server right here, because we're allowing port 80 traffic into it. We have a duplicate line here on the second one. I'm not sure why that is. I just pulled this off the internet somewhere, and it really doesn't make sense to have this and we don't really need it, but there it is. Down here, we're going to allow any IP traffic from anybody to this destination server with a port of 443. Now, why did I have to say 443? If I just left it out, wouldn't it work? No, there is an implicit deny for anything that I don't explicitly allow. Now look down here on this third rule. Third rule is allow UDP traffic from anybody as long as it's going to 192.168.110, which looks like it's a DNS server here. So we do want to allow UDP traffic to go to the DNS server, otherwise DNS would fail. Now here's an interesting one. On number 4, rule number 4, we have a deny TCP any. So I don't want anybody to be able to get to the DNS server unless it's going through UDP and going to that specific address. Let's look at number 5. IP protocol from any source to any destination for DNS, deny it. So finally, we have deny any. So any source, any destination, any protocol, any port, just deny it. So now looking at this, what would happen if we sent a packet to 192.168.125 port 80? Would it be denied or allowed? According to this rule up here, this is going to allow. But according to this rule down here, it's going to deny it. So what's actually going to happen? Well, the way these things work is the computer reads down one at a time through these things. And the first one that matches, it goes ahead and does that. So typically we're going to put all of our allows first so that this thing can take off and pass. Whereas this deny, it will never even read that deny when that packet goes through. So once it gets to the end here, once it gets to something that it's going to allow, say at this point right here, the rest of this thing it just ignores. There's also a statement. We have an explicit statement that says deny any, but even if we did not put this rule here, there is an implicit one. Rule 6, implicit. Deny any. So even if I did not have this, that line already exists anyway because it's built into the firewall.